When I was filming that Ian Dowling video the other day, I said Ian Dowling produced or worked with like artists like the Arctic Monkeys, Kasabian, and Adele. And I deleted it out of it because I was like, I'm not refilming this to get rid of my Central PA bullshit.
Adele, Bombay Bicycle.
All right, are you recording still, Steve? Yeah, you are. So here we are at Noisy Little Critter versus Machine. We got the very handsome Steve Tilley there, and the equally handsome Brian Doherty.
Thank you.
And the more superior handsome over here, me, Michael James Stipe. So we finished our first day of recording here at Noisy Little Critter for our second album, and it was rad. And I just wanted to talk about it. What did we do? What songs did we get done? Let's drop some track names.
What did we do today?
We started with Pterodactyl. AKA Dino Bird, because I don't want to write Pterodactyl on a set list.
It's too much. It's too much to write.
There's a P in it.
Yeah. A P and a T right next to each other.
And a Y.
Very English. A very English name.
That's why they killed them off. They're like, we can't keep doing this.
They're just like, we can't keep spelling this.
Send a meteor. We gotta have
the English language doesn't support
cancel this bird.
Those things were waltzing around the earth with no names. They didn't have names, and we were like, let's make it really fucking complicated.
This is true.
Only I can spell this. But so we did Pterodactyl, and then right after that we did
some Red Queen.
Red Queen. Yeah,
dude.
That's a song that
Ripper.
I think was one of the first songs we wrote on the record. Was, I think, Steve, you wrote that riff before we recorded the first record.
Yeah, I think it was in a batch of riffs.
Yeah. You had like a demo, like VM2 kind of thing. And you're like, you were like, we should put this song on this record. And I was like, no, that's VM2.
Yeah, it was heavier.
Yeah.
It was,
much heavier.
Different vibe.
No, but you wrote the song and in a different tuning, and then we dropped it down.
That's right.
Right? That's when you brought that red guitar and you're like, I'm going to play this song in B. And I was like, is that too low? And you said, nothing's too low.
It's not too low. It's
and it actually makes
low.
I think it's easier on your voice. Like it's easier for you to sing those, like it increases your range.
Yeah, it was kind of spur of the moment, the really low tuning, because C sharp was it's heavy as it is.
It's thick.
Yeah, it's a great tuning. But I remember that writing that song, the bridge, produced one of my favorite videos I've taken, which is you two arguing over the time and me standing in the background because I didn't want to count.
I was wrong. Given the information
you're both there, 1, 2, 3, and Steve's going 1, 2, 3, 4, and Brian counts up to 17. 1, 2. But I posted that and I was like, point of view, you're in a prog band.
Yeah, dude.
That shit got like 4,500 views, and all these people commented on it like, yeah, dude, totally. This is me and my drummer.
Instances now where we've counted songs differently, but like it still meshes.
Okay,
together.
so I thought about this. I was thinking about this yesterday. In our last record, Too Little Too Late, we have that part where Mike and I thought that you were playing 1, but it's actually like beat 3 for you or something like that. Because we were just like listening to your riff and just playing off your riff. And it doesn't sound bad, you know what I mean? But like where we're playing in our phrase isn't the same spot you're playing in your phrase. And I think with that song, we took a lot of time to be like, okay, like where are you putting 1? Or like the emphasis isn't on 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still count 1 in the same spot because because fuck you both.
It's a feel thing. Yeah.
Well, it's like it's like a spiral. I feel like when it like the way we play that riff, because it could go on forever.
Yeah.
And eventually we do end it, but like we had to put those extra hits in there to really bring it home.
Well, I was gonna say, Steve, you write a lot of riffs where like you don't hit the downbeat. Like you're the tonic, or what could sound like the tonic, isn't 1. In this particular song, it's on the 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a great song.
It turned out perfect. I mean, I thought the recording was great. When we demoed it, I was like, yeah, we're fucking ready to play this song.
And guess what? Mike Bardzik, the sole proprietor of Noisy Little Critter, says it's one of the best drum sounds he's ever gotten on this record. He just said that about 10 minutes ago.
It ain't the drummer, it's the
He said
drums.
that. He said that. He meant it. He meant it. He meant to say that Brian Doherty is my favorite drummer on planet Earth.
I heard
That's
him
what he
say it.
said.
We'll get a clip of him saying it.
He said that. Yeah,
And
we'll get that.
splice it
We'll
in
get
here.
that. We'll cut that in. We'll
Get him
pop that
drunk.
in.
It's all good.
But yeah,
pop that
anyways, Red Queen was great. I thought the first one we took a little time to get through it. I think we're being a little bit more tactical about the length or the duration of how long we're recording for like certain spots. You know what I mean? Because there is a lot of space in the song, so we can do sections if we wanted to.
You mean the first song we did?
The first song, yeah, and then Red Queen, we just banged it out.
I think the
Yeah.
setup was very important too. Mike was talking about like the modern recording.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think we do focus a lot on how the amps and instruments and everything sound.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And
Yeah.
I want it to sound real, like real people playing instruments. So
Well, we got wild shit going on. And you were just here like a couple weeks ago doing another record with Kelly Scott. And like it,
Is he in a band?
Yeah, I think it's Failure. I think Kelly Scott from Failure, from the band Failure. I think that might be his last name now.
yeah.
Kelly Scott, just Kelly
Failure.
Scott
Kelly
from
Scott
Failure.
from Failure.
But like you did like an amp shootout, so you did that a couple weeks ago, which I guess like helped you for this weekend what you wanted to
for
do.
sure. Yeah.
But like I came with an idea of what I wanted to do for bass, and which is we were splitting the signal into 2 amps, and Mike was like, "I got the perfect thing," because Mike Bardzik is the
It's
hero.
the most ridiculous bass tone I've ever heard.
And
If
but like everything together is just fat. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be the first record sounds really thick, but this one is definitely like
there's a deepness.
Emphasis.
There's a little bit more deepness in this one, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think
Yeah.
the songs would have the same meaning if we were just playing guitars through amps. Like everything,
Yeah.
we need to have that texture and that.
Totally.
oh yeah, and luckily we're all tone snobs, so it's like it's perfect. Like there's 14 mics on the drums though. I counted.
Yeah, there
when I was in
are.
the studio.
I think there's 4 overheads.
Oh,
Well, there's
yeah.
there's 3 overheads on the drums, and then there's nope, you're right. There are 5 because there's the
Yeah.
giant room mic, and then there's another room mic like
It's crazy.
right
If
in front of
you
the control room.
He sent me. There's a Northern Gloom song we did. It was a Killing Joke cover, and I wanted to remix
Oh,
it.
a new day. I
'cause-
love it,
yeah.
dude. It sounds amazing.
Well, I have to finish that mix, but there's so many tracks on it of drums that like my computer is like.
Yeah, I remember that one because
But-
he had like 2 stereo mics, and then he had 2 overheads, and then we had another room mic. I
Yeah.
think 5 room mics again.
3. Yeah. There's like 5 room mics because there's the overheads, and then a couple overheads back a little bit further, and then room mics. And the room mics were like the sound. That's like when I was mixing it, I just panned those and turned them up, and
Yeah.
like I just had to bring like the shell miking like up a little bit. But it's like this room is
This
fucking
room is great.
incredible.
Well, I was in
You
the
know?
controller room with him, and he's like, "Dude, I ran out of inputs." And I'm like, "What the fuck? There's 3 of us." And he's like, "Yeah, but look at that."
I want to get
I'm pointing
all
at
the sounds.
the drum set.
Yeah,
which is
you can't
not
see it on the camera, can you?
visible in camera view, but
Big Blue.
I got lots of footage of the drum set, so I'll
Yeah.
just splice that in there.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a ridiculous
Flash
drum
a
set,
photo
dude.
up. Yeah.
So we did
Red Queen.
Dino Bird, Red Queen. What was the third one?
We did.
Huh.
Oh, dude,
Gimmick.
We're all black.
Gimmick. Yeah, Gimmick. Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
because you and I got up. Brian got up at 6:30. I got
Yeah.
up at 7,
I
which
was-
is
I was
2 hours
anxious.
before my normal rising
But
time.
dude, another song that we like wrote really early on, and for this record, and I think that like, it's like I think it's sometimes it's hard to record songs that like you know the songs, but you haven't really had the opportunity to like play them out or
Yeah.
just like you live with them for a while, and that song it's like you don't have to try,
Yeah.
like we know what to do.
Donut is taking a shit over there. I'm sorry. It's like wipes
was
his
like,
balls.
is that a
fuck is that
fucking bird,
noise?
dude?
Dude, that's good because I can clip to I took a shot earlier, Donut's litter box. I was like, got any turds, Donut? No turds. All right.
Yeah.
Well, game on. So maybe we got
crushing
something
it,
now.
isn't it?
Maybe we got some treasures now.
Yeah.
But that means Donut is satisfied with our session if he
Yeah.
poops.
Let me leave this.
But then Gimmick that song is like, we've played that one live a couple times. We played Pterodactyl live a couple times.
And Red Queen.
Red Queen. So like those ones felt really good.
Yeah.
Runaway though, the last one we did, we haven't played live.
No, and that was
at all.
super
Dude, we
tight.
fucking
and it was
crushed
10
that
o'clock at
song.
night.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, we crushed that one. That's gonna be. I think that could be a single.
I agree. I think it's a.
We'll see.
I don't
We'll
say
see.
it's. I don't say. I hate using the word like a digestible song, but we have some pretty.
We certainly have some.
We have some expansive songs
Yeah.
on this
Dude,
one, and this
donut,
one's like,
this is
donut
a-
digested.
yeah, dude,
I
straight
mean-
through it, run away.
Yeah.
I really, that song. I think that song is that went through a lot of like, it like morphed from like its like initial being
Which
to
song?
like Runaway to like what it is now. Because I think we were at a practice one day, and I don't know if you didn't show up or you like ran into the bathroom, but you and I were jamming. And we like wrote the fucking song. And
Well,
you're
you
like,
guys wrote like.
I think it started with a riff.
didn't write the
and
bridge.
You came back
Yeah.
in from
Well,
the bathroom and
but
you were
we-
like, "Oh, that's a cool riff."
Well, we literally though, like you had a piece of paper. I remember you snagged a piece of paper from somewhere, and you're like, "Give me a line."
Yeah.
Give me and then like we all were like, it was like we were all controlling the pen. You were writing it down, but we were like, up from the basement into the sky.
Up
You
from
know,
the
like-
basement. I think I said that word right there. And you know why I said that? Because, I mean, we used to play in a band years ago, right? And we used to play in my parents' basement all the time. And I was like, we're not in the fucking basement anymore. Like, we're in the upside Lancaster. I got to put a Lancaster plug in there, But anyways, I thought it was like, it's just like, a little homage to where we were
Little
to where we
tidbit
are.
there.
Yeah.
Brian gets a lyric credit. That's Brian's thing. Hey, Donut, get away from my
Don't
camera.
Get out of here, dude.
Not
Bro
trying.
drops
This
a
shit
bone
isn't
and-
supposed to look like the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Donut.
Bro just
So
took a shit.
scared
He's like, "Touch
right
me,
now."
touch me."
But that song is rad because Brian gets a lyric credit.
Yeah.
Finally, he likes to do that. He likes to slide his way into getting lyric credits. I mean, he did Cancel Everyone, which we wrote in this room
Yeah, dude.
at the very end of a jam session. Northern Gloom song.
Yeah.
So
that
you
was-
got some writing credits, some
You wrote that
lyrical
song?
credit.
I wrote
under your
I
belt.
wrote one of the lines in it because
gonna
he used to have a saying in Northern Gloom where he's like, I can't use the word I. I think you've kind of accepted
No.
it in a way, but you were saying,
I said no first person pronouns, and Corey just started singing "Swallow Me Whole," and I was like, it sounds a little risque.
yeah,
First off, but Brian, we were sitting there.
dude, yeah.
We were sitting
Say
there
that in
for a
2024.
while. We were sitting there though for a couple minutes, like, wait, what can we do then? And you go, swallow it whole. Oh,
we wrote that song. We were baked.
we were inebriated.
We like woke up, dude. We like woke up the next day. You're like, yo, that song is sick, and I was like, I don't remember playing that, dude, but we did
We were
it.
polluted. But that's a funny thing with all of our bands. We really write everything sober,
Yeah.
which I think is fucking rad. I mean, except
Definitely.
Northern Gloom, because the ideas normally start when I'm on mushrooms. But this band, we get together on Monday nights,
Yes,
totally sober,
Yeah, I think.
and rip.
Yeah, it doesn't get in the way. It doesn't get in the way. It's like it's not like it's like when you drink or you do other things, it can become like a ritual kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And like if you rely on that too much to like do it, I don't know, say you start to do more or whatever, but it's just like you lose sight of what you're actually doing, and the goal is the music, right?
Well, I was telling your lady at the Christmas party we had that
At the Upside Lancaster. Another
at the
plug for
Upside Lancaster, Liza Doherty, other half of Brian Doherty.
Good woman.
But yeah, she's a good woman. She's a good lady. But I was talking to her about how like I love that like I don't associate the Upside with anything like that. Like with
yeah.
coming there to get, fucked up or anything.
Yeah.
Which I think the people who had it before us definitely they were like, let's go there and get fucked up.
Definitely. That
Let's
was
go smoke crack and shit all over the walls.
had to clean it up. Ooh, but yeah.
but
No,
yeah,
but
we
it's-
don't do that.
No, it's good. Yeah, we getting together and writing songs and
Man.
I don't even know where that was going. I was
Well-
trailing there, dude.
Well, what's let's end this here. But what is your hope for this record, the final product? We're 4 songs in. Start with you, Steven.
I think lyrically, the record is very open for interpretation. So I just writing this record with the lower tuning, and it's just a different vibe. Lots of different textures in the first record, and I just want people to listen to the words and sort of come up with their own concept of what they feel, based on the time signature changes and dynamics, and there's a lot of things happening in the song. So
Certainly.
there's not a particular message I'm trying to get out there. Some of the songs have more meaning than others.
A little meaning, but yeah.
I think you've accepted that your lyrics do have meaning, because when we first started playing, you're like, they don't mean anything.
A lot of it's
I'd listen to
gibberish.
some of your stuff and I'd be like, this sounds like it means something.
There's some hidden stuff in there, but yeah.
I see.
You
I like
definitely
that.
have things that I've noticed over the course of playing in Versus Machine. I'll be like, oh, that's a theme. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you see
Well,
it. and-
every songwriter has their things. Like everybody's got their public life and then their secret life in here. And it's nice to be able, I don't know what people do who don't write songs, but
Yeah.
I love to be able to let secret life or secret thoughts out in a song in disguise, if that
Right,
makes
right, right.
sense. You're not broadcasting,
Sounds like a Versus
what
Machine
it's about.
lyric.
Yeah, but I mean, it's I do it with Gloom too,
Yeah.
and Babble Map. All the artists I play with, the best artists, I think the best lyricists can do that, and
Yeah.
you can do that, Steve.
Yeah.
I feel things, Steve. I mean, it's like it's definitely you're conveying something important.
Yeah.
I think whether or not you know what that is, or you want anybody to know exactly what it is. This record has a lot of good lyrics and good melodic vocal lines.
Yeah,
I think people are gonna be really stoked on it.
I love your melodies that you sing. Like honestly,
Thank you.
they sound really good. And like I think that going through the process in our first record and having a really solid recording experience, and you kind of like figured out like, oh, yo, I'm like capable of doing this. Like I noticed when we started writing the songs for the second record, you took a lot more risks that you were capable of doing, but you were like, I don't want to take that chance in case I like fuck up or something. And like,
Yeah.
I think this record really showcases your vocal range and things that you can do,
You're a gosh dang real singer, Steve.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just a guy that sings in a band.
Hey man, well, we'll just leave it there, I guess.
Sick, dude.
This is night one, by the way. We
Yeah.
should do this.
Oh yeah,
I think we should do this every night, dude.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna try and edit this before I go to bed.
A little
Honestly, so I
powwow.
can just post it,
Yeah.
because that'll be fun. That'll be a good little like thing aside from the record.
Yeah.
I like feeling like my goal for this record was to come here and be stressed out with work, so that like this would be solace. And goddamn, I did that. I did just that. I'm stressed out with work. But I thought, why not like take something else on? Because then it's like the music seems like, oh yeah, we're playing the fucking music. This is great.
This is great.
This
Maybe
is
we can
great.
set it up in a slightly different aesthetic way tomorrow night. And
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we can find a different room.
Yeah.
You want to find a different room?
Not really.
any final thoughts? One.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did a really good job. I mean, the first day is always like a little, I don't say it's not tough, but it's like you're kind of like, okay, what's the room sound like? What does everything feel like that I'm playing right now? When you settle in, it's, I don't say like everything kind of starts to flow out, and I think we crushed it today.
We had a good day.
Yeah, I think I
well.
I really just like the way everything sounds right now. Like I think the instruments blend really nicely with each other, and I think the songwriting on this record is really good, and we took a lot of time with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's really clear.
Well, luckily people listened to the first record, because I think that charged us up to do a second one. So thank you to the people that listened and shared about it and told your friends and asked us to play shows, because like the community is really like, that's why we came together.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you wanted to start a band, right? Get back in with the music community, and
Here we are 2 years later.
It's
Yeah.
been the best 2 years.
yeah.
I can't
Well,
believe that.
I'm very thankful.
Now I feel like an old man.
But yeah, before we start getting all boo-hooey, oh God, love you so much, guys.
Any
I
final
do,
thoughts on the day, Mike?
I have so many thoughts. You don't want me to start talking about my thoughts, but I will say I'm very proud of this record, and I think when it's done, I think it's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be the best showcase of what we do to this point. I know that we're capable of, always getting better, but I think this record's great. I think it's going to be one that like we'll all remember, you know, regardless what other music,
Right.
you know, we record in the years to come, because I know we're always going to be insane people recording music, but I think this is a special one. So
Definitely.
here we are. All right. Well,
One, sign out.
Night one.
Night
Signing
one.
off.
Peace out.
Put up the away
Versus
message.
Machine 2.
Away message. Our screen name would be like XX Cutie Pie VM
Yeah, dude.
Cutie XO.
What would the away message say?
It'd be like up from the basement into the sky.
Lyrics, dude.
Your
Just
own
onto the
lyrics.
pillow.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
onto
he's
the pillow.
So poetic.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Boop.